This puzzle is 98 years old. It is white to play and win. There is a forced win for white. White's pawns are going forward in this direction. You can see white's king is stuck in the corner, and black does have a rook on the board, which is a very powerful piece. I'm going to ask you a question now, and I think I'm going to trick some of you with this. Okay, here's the question. Which pawn do you need to push to win the game for white? Why don't you pause the video and try to figure out which one is the winning move and which one is a draw. All right, if you had a chance to look at that, so it's actually a trick question because both of these pawns are the wrong answer. Okay, the only way you can win this position is if you push h5. Harry has to go to h5. And you're probably thinking, what in the world does that have to do with anything? Why would that, how could that possibly be the winning move? It seems like it does nothing. You can't even move that pawn because the king's in the way. Like, our only chance is going to be here to get a queen, obviously, right? Well, let me explain. I'm going to put the eval bar back on. You can see there, white does have a winning move, which is h5. We will come back to that, but first we need to understand, why can't you just win by pushing these guys? Because it looks like if we go here threatening to get a queen, black has to stop us. And then we can push this one. And what's the deal? I mean, how's he going to stop both of these, right? You take this one, we get a queen, we win. Queen and a pawn against the rook is a win, right? Wait, the eval bar says this position is a draw? Why would this be a draw? Pause the video. All right, if you had a chance to look at that. So the move for black here, rook to e8, it's a fork. Although, more importantly, our king is trapped, so it's basically like checkmate, except that we could take it. But as soon as we take it, look carefully. Black's king cannot go there, cannot go there, cannot go here, cannot go here, but it's not in check. That's a stalemate, folks. That is a stalemate, a tie, a draw. The game is equal. No advantage for black, even though, I mean, it's one of those weird rules in chess, right? The game is a draw. Wow. So there's a stalemate trap. You say, okay, let's do it the other way, right? Let's push this pawn. Rook's going to come behind. Then we'll push this one. He's going to take us. Now we get a queen. Aha! We've solved the problem. Go ahead and try it now, buddy. It doesn't work. We take it. We win. It's a win for white, right? No. There's something else that black can do. What's the move for black? We had a chance to look at that. This one is beautiful too. Rook to h7 check. The king moves. And rook to h8, skewering the king. If you try to run away, I'm going to take your queen. So, for example, I'm going to take your queen. And then I'm going to come here and take your pawn. Remember, pawn's going up the board this way. So it can't move. You can't come down here, right? So I get a draw. And the amazing thing is, if the king takes the rook, we actually have the exact same position. Look at this. It's a stalemate. Again, the same way. This annoying pawn is the reason why it's a stalemate. So now you can understand, going back to the original position, why the only way to win is pushing h5. Now, there's one more thing we could talk about. King g8. It's a move. You could play it. But then he's going to put you in check. And you could try to run your king over here, but he's going to put you in check. And he's going to keep putting you in check until you at some point go in front of this pawn. And then the rook's going to come over here and take this and sacrifice itself for this guy and then take your pawn again. Okay, so king g8, it's worth talking about, but it doesn't actually do anything. Okay, so the only move, h5. Now, you might be thinking, well, hold on a second. What if the rook like tries to come over and just checkmate you? Like, is that a thing? And the answer is no, because of how the pawns are set up. This is really fascinating. If you try to come here to checkmate like this, guess what I'm going to play? That's correct, b7, and I take it away from you. If you try to come back over here, I mean, I could probably just get a queen or just do this. So however you try to move your rook to sneak by, I'm going to be able to push a pawn and control the square, is essentially what it comes down to. Here, I push this one. It doesn't matter, right? So the only thing black could try would be to take this or to go out hunting after the pawns. So we'll start with this. If you take here, I don't really care. I just push. You go check. I don't care. I just move. You try to stop me. I don't care. e7 takes, and I get the queen, and I win. This is, it's not a trivial win. It's going to take some time, but the queen against the rook and the king, it's going to be a win. Okay? So rook takes h5 doesn't really cut it. Maybe you start immediately attacking. Whichever pawn gets attacked, what do? That's correct. We push the other one. We just push the other one because if they ever take us, we get the queen. And there is no more stalemate trap because now if you go here, I take it. Thank you very much. The king now has a place to go. And obviously white is going to win, right? Same thing. If black were to try to go after the other pawn, we just push. They take. We get a queen here. Again, there's no more stalemate shenanigans. And it's just a win for white. So really nice puzzle. Let me know in the comments if I tricked you. If you enjoyed this, click right up here. You're going to enjoy this one as well. It's an older puzzle, but very good. Highly recommend you watch that. Thank you guys, and I will see you next time. As always, stay sharp, play smart, and take care.